Right now at 5, law enforcement knocking on doors across the area ahead of Halloween celebrations.
Plus, a shakeup in the Onalaska School District. What just happened?
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozlowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Today, prosecutors called their final witness in the Adam Fravel murder trial. A Winona PD investigator testified about surveillance footage and maps. It showed Fravel's route the day Madeline Kingsbury vanished. Fravel was allegedly spotted south on Highway 43, then heading towards Winona. Investigators believe this is when Fravel disposed of Kingsbury's body. The investigator did admit they didn't find any more footage, leaving a 45-minute timeline gap.
One person is dead after a crash in the town of Campbell. It happened just after 7 a.m. at the corner of Hinckley Road and Lakeshore Drive. Wisconsin State Patrol says the driver went through the intersection, landing in a marshy area. The driver was ejected from the vehicle and killed. The crash remains under investigation.
We certainly had the wind. We've had some snow, some rain in the area here through the backside of the system as it begins to push to the northeast. But really, I think overall the wind was a story. But we still got precipitation going on across the area. Some light rain at La Crosse. Eau Claire now really has had a little bit of a mixture just starting to appear. But overall, no road issues. The snow wide has stayed to the west of Minneapolis, but their temperatures now are lowered into the upper 30s to low 40s. So some areas could see a little bit of a mix this evening as you're out trick-or-treating. I think the precipitation will come to an end early on, if any. It'll be the winds that will take a little bit more time to go on as we kind of continue to fall for La Crosse down to about 39, 38 degrees. Eau Claire may see the precipitation, rain or snow continue for a few hours throughout the evening. Maybe by 10 we'll start seeing that decrease. The winds will be there also, but eventually they will decrease also. So kind of a wet, chilly there. There's your rain amounts we've had in the last 24 hours. Some areas well over 2 inches as you go further south, and then more precipitation as you go further west, kind of the wraparound precipitation that we had. Overall, just a few showers out there right now. Very little light precipitation. The blue is really kind of hit and miss as you go further north, but I think we still might see some of that throughout the evening, and the future track shows a little bit of light snow or flurries or sprinkles continuing to about 8 or 9 p.m. Not expecting any road issues with this right now. Any snow that does fall, it's going to mix with temperatures still well above freezing. Overnight, we're going to see clearing skies. The winds will drop down, and we're going to cool down back to the upper 20s and 30s. The good news is we have a little bit of a break, but we do have more rain on the way, so I'll track that out a little bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Congressman Derek Van Orden and 1st Congressional District Representative Brian Stile are discussing the importance of public safety with local law enforcement today. At an event this afternoon, Van Orden accepted endorsements from multiple law enforcement agencies. A representative from the Fraternal Order of Police say the congressman's track record proves his commitment to public safety and the support of officers.
Congressman Van Orden has shown a commitment to fostering positive relationships between law enforcement agencies and the communities they serve, promoting initiatives that build trust and collaboration.
The congressman will face off against Democratic challenger Rebecca Cook for the 3rd Congressional District election on Tuesday.
The Onalaska School Superintendent is leaving. Todd Antony's last day is tomorrow. He held the job for 4 years. Antony was also principal at Irving Perch Elementary School. A spokesperson for the district tells News 8 the superintendent's resignation is a personal decision. The school district says Janet Rossetter, the director of finance and business services, will fill the vacancy temporarily. This Halloween, the Wisconsin Department of Corrections will be working with local law enforcement to keep children safe during trick-or-treating. Individuals on the sex offender registry will receive home visits to ensure they are home and not distributing candy or displaying decorations. The agencies will work across the state to closely monitor sex offenders on probation or parole, ensuring a safe Halloween.
The Winona Education Association is recognizing some of their teachers for their impact on students. Today, Winona Middle and Senior High School hosted its annual Teacher of the Year ceremonies. Liza Hall, an English language teacher over at the middle school, helps students learn English, while Sarah Dixon teaches history and government over at the high school. Hall says it's exciting to be able to represent the school.
I work with so many amazing teachers in the Winona Education Association, and so to be honored and represent them is very meaningful to me.
Hall spent 22 years as a teacher, also served 5 years as the Title III coordinator in the district. Dixon is the advisor for the National Honor Society, the coach of the Knowledge Bowl team, and a chaperone for the trip to Japan.
A local elementary school is raising money with a fun run. Spence Elementary School hosted the annual event today as a way to celebrate community and fund a few extracurriculars. This year, the goal is to raise $15,000, which will be used for classroom supplies, field trips, and maintaining the school garden.
It's great to have an opportunity to be all together as a whole community. We have parents come out, we have the kids, the teachers. It's just a great opportunity to get together and celebrate just our community of Spence.
Now, if their goal is reached, students will be able to vote for a teacher to go in a dunk tank. Additionally, each milestone will provide special themed rewards for students.
Dinosaurs, cows, astronauts, and all sorts of inflatable costumes hit the tracks today. The inflatable costume race run outside Gunderson so that patients can watch from their rooms. The team wanted to spread some fun to those who can't make it to Halloween festivities.
We decided as a team we wanted to do something fun for the holidays and something that would lift the spirits of our pediatric patients, and we thought this would be a good idea. Bring a little joy to their day.
So the race was a relay that involved running, jumping jacks, and other physical activities.
Well, I'm loving these interviews today. Lots of fun costumes.
A lot of Halloween spirit.
Just ahead, the end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
One local survivor's story right after the break.
It's the big 3-day sale at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. This queen bedroom suite is now $11.69, and this dining set is just $8.99. Get your choice of an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years. The big 3-day sale, now at Home Furniture.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're the cold weather experts, offering unbeatable deals on the gear and supplies you need to get ready for winter. Like $120 instant savings when you buy 4 Cooper tires. Rewards members save an extra $50. Plus, get up to $100 in additional savings by consumer rebate. Save $100 on this Cub Cadet dual-stage snow thrower and this Shelter Logic garage with zipping door, $200 off. Plus, check out unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open.
I believe in bringing people together, like my family and neighbors did when I was growing up on the north side of La Crosse. And now that I'm in the state legislature, it's why I focus on bipartisanship, because my whole being is focused on bringing people together to find solutions to make everyone a winner. I've appreciated the opportunity to be your state representative, and if I'm reelected, that's what I'm going to continue to do. My entire focus will be on bringing people together to make Wisconsin a better state.
He's supposed to serve Wisconsin, but Derek Van Orden doesn't care about making our lives better. Van Orden wants to repeal the law that stops insurance companies from denying coverage if you have a pre-existing health condition. He'd make Wisconsinites pay just to give huge tax cuts to corporations and the wealthy. Van Orden even sides with extremists who tried to cut Social Security. Wisconsin deserves better, and Derek Van Orden does not belong in Congress.
HMP is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
During the Veterans Day mattress sale at Home Sleep Express, get 10% off sale prices on quality mattress brands Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get free delivery and setup. The Veterans Day sale, going on now at Home Sleep Express.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, though, of course, the month is coming to an end.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergott shares one local survivor's story. Allison.
Ken and Emily, women are most likely to be diagnosed with breast cancer after they turn 40. But for Bethany Gale, her diagnosis came when she was just 36. She's now reminding other young women to look out for breast cancer symptoms and to take those symptoms seriously. Bethany Gale is many things. A mother to 3 boys, the owner of an interior design business, and at only 38, a breast cancer survivor.
And I had felt at night one night a lump on the side, like my arm rubbed against it, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem what I've noticed before. So said something to my husband, but kind of pushed it off.
After a week, Gale noticed the bump didn't go away. She scheduled an appointment, and a few weeks later, she was diagnosed with stage 1B breast cancer, an early stage, but one that still requires treatment.
It was an absolute shock.
Gale remembers how hard her family took the diagnosis, especially her 3 young sons.
We were like, well, we do have to share something with you, and they knew right away. They could tell in my face, and they all just start bawling. But they were by my side through everything.
And that family support meant everything. Gale underwent 5 surgeries in 1 year to treat her cancer, including a double mastectomy.
Not being able to be at everything and be busy like normal drove me crazy.
Gale's surgeries were successful, and now she's cancer-free. But for 5 to 10 years, she has to undergo endocrine therapy,
which is blocking the hormone receptors on tissue, and that helps reduce the risk of recurrence.
I do have a pill I have to take every day, and it puts my body in full menopause. That can be tough.
It's rare for a woman Gale's age to be diagnosed with breast cancer.
Only about 4% of breast cancers are diagnosed at age less than 40.
And Gale's family doesn't have a history of the disease.
We have no idea why I have had breast cancer.
But her doctors say that early detection was the key.
We think her outcome in the future is very positive.
And Gale wants to remind other younger women to do self-checks and visit the doctor with any concerns.
Be aware. Be aware of your body. Get checked. Get your mammograms done.
Gale also wants to remind people to not take the small stuff for granted. She says after her diagnosis, she is trying to just slow down and enjoy life. Ken and Emily?
Okay, thank you, Allison.
Well, we will have more news ahead.
But first,
we definitely have dry conditions returning for Friday and Saturday, but we have more rain on the way for the last of the weekend and going into next week. We'll time out the rain and show you how much more we might get. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley stain-resistant fabric Where Have You Been All My Life Black Friday event. But don't wait. It's also the Ashley You Can Save Up to $1,000 store-wide Black Friday event.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and like most folks in Wisconsin, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Oh, please. Don't be fooled by Rebecca Cook. She made her living trying to elect Democrat extremists. Cook proudly supported radicals who want to defund police, end cash bail, and throw open the border. No wonder extremists like AOC are spending big bucks to elect liberals like Cook. Rebecca Cook, just another liberal trying to fool you. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Think you know Steve Doyle? Think again. Doyle refused to protect our daughters, forcing them to share bathrooms and locker rooms with biological boys, and voted to force girls to compete against boys in sports. Doyle believes dangerous puberty-blocking drugs should be given to minors, and gender reassignment surgeries performed on children. Keep kids safe? Steve Doyle says no. Ryan Hipsch, focused on what matters, helping families with rising costs and protecting our children. It's just common sense. Ryan Hipsch for Assembly.
Improving your home, improving your life with new entry doors. Few things in your home get the constant use of the entry door. Older entry doors are often hard to open, hard to close, drafty, cold, ugly, insecure, or all of these things, a source of daily misery. Correctly installed entry doors provide a safety and security for your family. They are easy to operate, provide comfort, and say welcome to family and friends. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley Mommy Needs This More Than Anything Else in the World Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley You Can Get 0% interest for 72 months Black Friday event.
Well, I'll give you an idea as we enter now November here, what our average temperatures for the first few days of the month. We should be mostly in the 40s to around low 50s. Overnight lows now we're getting into the 20s in some areas. Most areas are in the 30s now. We're going to see some of those temperatures for Friday, pretty seasonable. Then we're going to warm back up too, so we're not going to see too much of an average temperature for much. We still got some evening showers, light rain, or maybe some light snow, continuing very light amounts. Really breezy. The winds will start decreasing a little bit later. Tomorrow we still could see some morning fog or just low cloud cover given all the moisture as our temperatures begin to drop a little bit more tonight, something for the morning commute. Should be quiet, definitely less wind, a lot less wind for your Friday. And Saturday, dry and mild. We have a few more clouds, but still remaining dry. The rain will come back in probably Saturday night into Sunday. There's a system really pushed up to the north. The low is up there. We have moisture wrapping back around it. That's what's hitting Minneapolis and northern Wisconsin. We're getting a little bit of piece of that. If you zoom out, that's the one system that's beginning to exit. We got a system out to the west that's going to kind of weaken and provide a little bit of cloud cover, maybe going into Friday night and Saturday, but no precipitation with that. Our other system we're watching is well off the coast yet, but that will come into play later on. But here's a little bit of light snow precipitation falling. Eau Claire's had on and off. The ASOS, the reporting sensor up there, is reporting unknown precipitation, meaning it's kind of getting a snow-rain mix probably up there. Otherwise, other areas up to Ladysmith will see a little bit of light snow, but given those temperatures, road conditions should be fine. By the time we get to about 8:30, all the precipitation really kind of begins to fall apart. And we got clearing skies too. You'll notice that towards the later half of this evening. And then overnight, that'll continue the trend as temperatures fall back. Getting closer to freezing probably after midnight, and then as you wake up, you start seeing a little bit of this cloud cover begin to expand, and that's low clouds or actually fog that'll begin to form a little bit. So something to keep in mind of, it could be maybe dense in some areas given that. If you trek out, you can kind of see where this fog, low clouds will be kind of situated. We could see visibilities drop down to 2 or 3, maybe even lower depending on where this forms. And given the time of year, it may last a little bit longer than about 7 or 8 in the morning, potentially getting back to 9 or 10 as this kind of expands. So that could be an issue. We're kind of keeping track of that, but you could see some issues with the morning commute with that fog. It'll lift probably by about 10 a.m. to the latest, and then we'll start seeing better conditions. Temperatures here, very close to where we should be, mid-40s up to the north, low 50s, pretty seasonable, much lighter winds, so in all, not a bad Friday. Saturday, we're going to see the winds begin to turn around to the south, so we'll get back up to the upper 50s, low 60s. The winds will still be light, but they'll all be out of the south, so really a nice Saturday. But then unfortunately things do change because we're going to be watching a series of systems begin to approach from the south. It's not till you get really to about Saturday night you start seeing some of the precipitation lift to the north coming through the area Saturday night, and then we'll have another system come through Sunday, and beyond that we could have a series of ones coming all the way through Tuesday with maybe a cold front finally by Tuesday. So here's the precipitation, and we're looking at Saturday night through next Tuesday. Some of the areas to the south could pick up another 2 to 3 inches. Most of the heavier amounts are to our south, lighter as you go further north, but you all see everyone's going to see a lot more precipitation. If you expand that out, quite a bit for the southern plains too, and all this area still could use some precipitation with the drought, but definitely it's going to be something to keep in mind of. Good news is it's going to be a warm system. We're not expecting any snow with this. Overall, you go to Sunday, you turn the clocks back, and then the rain continues all the way through Tuesday. The good news for next week, second half looks dry, and temperatures still being a little bit mild at that point, being in the low 50s. So enjoy the next couple days because the rain's coming back again, but the good news, almost 70 potentially by Monday.
There we go. Nice little warm up.
So it's going to be a warm tonight. Rain. The weather knew its assignment today for Halloween. It was the like quintessential Halloween atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely felt like it.
It definitely.
Yes, it did. All right. Thank you, Greg.
When we come back, Halloween at Gunderson.
More on some of the NICU's cutest costumes after the break.
The American Stroke Association estimates 17 million people have a stroke every year. Tomorrow on News 8 Now This Morning, we'll take a look at how some therapies are helping stroke survivors gain more independence.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She supported his disastrous economic agenda, higher taxes on the middle class. Kamala backed his open border policies, and their weakness invited wars. President Trump fights for you. His strength kept us safe. Trump cut taxes for families. Prices were lower, and the border secure. But Kamala wants to double down on failure. Kamala broke it. President Trump will fix it.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
It's here, the Veterans Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. With store-wide sale prices, special financing, and free gas. Plus, veterans and active military families get an additional gift from Drury's. Only at Drury's will you find beautifully tailored sofas and chairs, handcrafted bedrooms and dining rooms, a huge selection of premium leather, and the designers to help you put it all together. Sale prices, special financing, and even free gas. The Veterans Day sale, happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
I, Kamala J.D. Harris, do solemnly swear.
Kamala swore an oath, but Kamala created crisis after crisis. Our troops murdered, an open border, crime in our streets, skyrocketing costs, assassination attempts, Americans abandoned during disasters, and we're on the brink of World War III. A broken oath and a broken America. Kamala can't be trusted in the Oval Office. Vote for President Trump and save America. Make America Great Again, Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When I called other lawyers, I wasn't even sure who was going to be representing me. Once I called BGR and talked to Brian, I felt secure immediately. I'm so glad that I called Bygoff and Rohde.
Getting the kids ready for school isn't always easy.
But knowing what it'll be like so they know what to wear makes it a little easier.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, some cute little ones got into the trick-or-treat spirit today.
They did. Babies at Gunderson Hospital showed off some Halloween costumes made for them by a NICU nurse. The nurse in charge hoped to give families a little sense of normalcy while over at the hospital.
It's amazing, and I just love watching their smiles because I know this is not easy having their baby here, and sometimes babies are here for months at a time. So if I can do something just to make it a little easier for them, it makes me happy.
Now, some of the featured costumes were a peacock, a frog, and some characters from The Wizard of Oz.
Nice
How
variety.
Adorable.
Oh, there we go.
Who is that? What is she wearing? What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. A little baby
That-
and a little
the one-
peacock. Little peacock. Oh my goodness.
I think the little Sully from Monsters, Inc. was my favorite one
Oh,
so
that's
far.
what it was. Okay, it's Sully. Aw,
But
happy
excellent-
Halloween to them.
Excellent creativity on that nurse's part. That's a fantastic project.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Very creative, skillful lady right there. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're going to find whatever you want, and you're going to find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans available. And as always, free delivery. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit us today.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Eric Hovde owns a $3 billion California bank. That's right, he owns it.
And a $7 million mansion on the beach.
Eric Hovde proposed $4 trillion in new tax breaks for rich guys just like him.
And to pay for it, Hovde would cut Social Security by 28%.
Slash Medicare 25%.
And veterans benefits 40%.
Outrageous. Now we know what's wrong with Eric Hovde. This guy is not for us.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
So many of you have told me about your plans for the future, but prices are too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. I will take on price gouging. I will lower the cost of health care insurance. Donald Trump, well, he wants to give more tax breaks to the wealthy. I will cut taxes for the middle class instead. You may not always agree with me, but I promise I will do everything I can to lift up the middle class and be a president for all Americans. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
It seems like everyone in Washington is either too far left or too far right. I'm Rebecca Cook, and like most folks in Wisconsin, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'll stand up to Democrats to fight for a secure border and stop wasteful spending. I'll stand up to extremists like Derek Van Orden, who wants to ban all abortions with no exceptions. Like you, I'm fed up and ready for change. I approve this message because it's time that we sent one of us to Congress.
Seeing clearly matters. Being seen matters more. Get 40% off lenses on a complete pair purchase. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
I believe in bringing people together, like my family and neighbors did when I was growing up on the north side of La Crosse. And now that I'm in the state legislature, it's why I focus on bipartisanship, because my whole being is focused on bringing people together to find solutions to make everyone a winner. I've appreciated the opportunity to be your state representative, and if I'm reelected, that's what I'm going to continue to do. My entire focus will be on bringing people together to make Wisconsin a better state.
All right, tonight really breezy, some showers, light rain, light snow this evening. The winds will decrease, but it'll probably be closer to midnight when you'll start seeing the winds kind of drop off. So trick-or-treating is going to be, the wind's going to probably be the bigger factor. Then as we go to the weekend, Friday looks good, Saturday looks good. Then we get rain Sunday through next Tuesday, another wet period coming up here as we turn our clocks back Sunday morning.
Well, enjoy your Halloween night tonight.
Yeah, celebrate and dress warmly just in case you got those gusts.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.